From a huge new Viking-themed land with a roller coaster that has a UK's first element on it, to a massive swing ride that will make you feel like you're being flung into the sea, and from a bunch of small little kids coasters to a drop tower that has been moved from one theme park to another. 2026 is actually going to be quite a jam-packed year for UK theme parks because there's a lot more happening than you might think. So join me today as I go through every single new ride and roller coaster coming to the UK in 2026. Be sure to watch till the end because there might be some that you might have forgotten about. And if you do enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well. The goal of 150,000 subscribers is not far away now, so any help towards that goal would be greatly appreciated. Oh, and I released merch at the end of last year, and there's still time to go and cop some. Link in the description. But here we go then, 2026 is here, and for once, it seems like every single UK theme park is doing something. I don't think that's been the case ever. Whether the rides be brand new, relocated from another park, or even relocated in the same park, there's a lot going down in 2026, or up, because that's how construction works. Or technically for our first one on this list, we are going down. Downscaling in size. Because Flamingo Land in Yorkshire have been slowly reconstructing and refurbishing a new version of their Lost River ride, water ride. And the reason it's downscaling in size is because the main drop on it is being taken down by about half of its height. But with what seems to be a completely new ride system and a brand new SimWorks motion platform section inside a warehouse at the top of the drop, this ride isn't confirmed to open in 2026, but with the fact that they've completed testing and all of the new ride system stuff, I would be inclined to think that it will open in 2026. Or no, actually, I forgot. We're in the UK, so we might still have to wait till 2030, guys. But I'm very glad that Flamingo Land actually did want to keep around a water ride, because usually every single water ride here in the UK just gets demolished and forgotten about. Either way, sticking in the north of England, over at Lightwater Valley, they have had some huge changes happen over the past few months, as the park went up on sale, and if you had a spare 3 million quid, you could have bought it. Guys, if we all chip in 20 quid, we might be able to buy it, and then we can turn it into Isle of Discovery. Well, it's too late to buy it now, as it has been bought out by the same people that own Fantasy Island in Skeg Vegas. And track has actually been spotted for a brand new roller coaster at Lightwater Valley that's the same one that used to be at Fantasy Island. Spinning Racer, a Mara spinning coaster that was at Fantasy Island in 2021 and then went on a 3-year holiday to Saudi Arabia. Who the hell's going out to ride Falcon's Flight when you can ride Spinning Racer? But that coaster will now be at Lightwater Valley for the 2026 season. But talking of parks that have been sold getting new or relocated rides, Pleasurewood Hills in Suffolk has also been bought out in the past year in theme parks. As much as we don't know exactly what we're getting there, an interview came out with the brand new owners who stated that they're looking to add 3 to 4 new attractions for the 2026 season, and they want to relocate the current Cannonball Express roller coaster about 100 meters to the center of the park. Those 3 to 4 unknown rides though, they will be opening for the 2026 season as new rides. Most people have said that it will probably be just some standard funfair rides, maybe with a bit of theming here and there, but I've heard other rumors, such as the fact a clone of the Smiler could be coming, so I'm not too sure what to believe. But whilst Pleasurewood Hills are relocating a ride from their own park to their own park, Creedy Theme Park in the southwest of England is not only getting a brand new inverting ride, but is also relocating an old ride from Paultons Park to their park, as they plan on opening the brand new Pirates Plummet Drop Tower in 2026. This family thrill SBF Visa drop tower will take riders all the way up to a quite large height for that park and drop them down, spin them round in a very nice family thrill sequence. But technically, as much as it is a new ride for the park, if you have ridden Magma at Paultons Park, that drop tower is literally that ride that has been moved over to Greeley. So you'll know pretty much what the ride experience will be like, just instead of a volcano and plummeting down into it, you'll be plummeting into the Black Pearl instead. Like mentioned, the park does have a new inverting ride, the first of its kind in the park, planned for the 2026 season as well, but they haven't told us anything else about that. Maybe the rumour for the Smiler clone is that it's actually going to Creedy. But I guess as I keep making the same joke about the Smiler at Alton Towers, we might as well cover what Alton Towers are doing for 2026. And previously, we've had some big years with 2 massive dark ride refurbishments, Nemesis Reborn, Toxicator last year. This year, we have the Bluey roller coaster. A Sierra Junior roller coaster inside CBeebies Land, taking the place of the old Postman Pat ride. That'll be coming to the park in spring 2026, themed to the very famous Australian dog, Bluey, who is of course blue, yet they decided to colour the coaster bright green. The ride itself looks to be around 20 to 30 feet tall, will have a booster wheel lift hill and various different turns and helixes, when we originally thought it was just going to be one turn and back into the station. So at least it has a bit more to it than just that. But be aware, if there's any ride on this list that will have the biggest queue on its opening day, it will probably be this one. And there are some much bigger rides coming on this list. They'll be opening that this year, but also be sure to keep an eye out for Project Horizon, because that might begin construction this year to open in 2027 or 2028. Although I feel like I've said that in every single video like this I've done for the past 3 years. And the exact same situation is happening over at Chessington World of Adventures, because their brand new Minecraft land is coming in 2027, and we're going to have to keep an eye out on that, because it literally has the same ride type as what Project Horizon might be inside of it. But also, they themselves are building a brand new kids coaster in place of Scorpion Express, all themed to Paw Patrol. Unlike the Bluey roller coaster, this is going to be an entire themed area right opposite Rattlesnake, which really doesn't fit in anymore. But according to the plans and what we can see in person with our very own eyes, we're of course going to be getting that new roller coaster, which is going to be sort of, you know, one of those first roller coaster type ones, where all it does is go up a lift, round, and does a helix, and then goes back into the station, various play areas, and 3 new flat rides. One being some sort of helicopter ride, another being a bus, and then the other being some sort of drifting hovercraft ride. So many different types of vehicles. What's that going to make the coaster train? A police car? But as much as I don't know how that theme will fit in just yet, those are 4 more new rides coming to the UK in 2026. Whilst Chessington might have more new rides in numbers, if you were to stack every single one of those Chessington rides on top of each other, it would not reach the height of Blackpool Pleasure Beach's brand new ride. Opening this year in 2026, Evictus, a brand new Intamin gyro swing. These things are absolutely incredible. In fact, my favorite flat ride in the world is one of these, and it's just the height that you get swinging back and forth, and you're going to be able to see all around you at Pleasure Beach, and I guess as well off to the beach, swinging back and forth where the Bowlerdrome used to be. And we have already seen it go up in person, and it looks absolutely massive. So in my opinion, I think Evictus will be the best new ride in 2026 in the UK, that is, because there's a lot bigger ones coming around the world. I mean, to be fair, if you want to see an every ride coming to the world video, then 1,000 likes and I'll do that. But you know, Chessington is getting the most new rides, Evictus is the biggest new ride. Well, we're still yet to mention the final one on this list, Paultons Park, and the fact they are building Valgard, a brand new Viking themed land. And I think this area will be the best addition to any park in the UK, purely because of how well themed it's all going to be and how much of a good package that entire area will be. Because they're currently very hard at work building it. You've got Cobra, their Gerstlauer bobsled coaster, being rethemed into Raven. We then have a brand new ART Wild Swing, which looks really fun, aptly called Vilda Swing. And the big new roller coaster coming to that area and to Paultons Park is the first ever inverting ride that they have there, Drakon, a brand new Gerstlauer Eurofighter. And at first glance, it might seem like this ride is quite short, but genuinely, I think it will pack such a punch. Not literally, of course, because that would hurt. But it's going to have such a nice set of elements, of course, that main drop, a huge twisted airtime hill going through Raven, a really nice first inversion into a helix, and then some more little hills here and there, and then a UK's first element of a 0G stall right towards the end as you turn around into the brake run. So yeah, not the longest ride, but I don't think they wanted it to be, considering it's the first one that goes upside down at Paultons, and seeing a beyond vertical drop after a vertical lift hill is probably scary enough. And that coaster and area is the only one that we actually have an official opening date for, that being May 16th, which is very, very exciting. Will you be getting out to ride any of these brand new rides coming to the UK in 2026? Because I know I will be. I'm going to try and get to every single one by the end of the year. That'll be a fun challenge. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that, and also all of the different construction updates from the new rides coming later down the line, including the entirety of Universal Studios UK. What a year this is set out to be. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.